Hello everyone. Today we are doing the topic indices for the non-calculator paper. That is IGCSE paper 2 and O-levels paper 1. First of all, I'll tell you some rules of indices that will be helpful for you whenever you solve past paper questions. Alright, so the rules of indices are: if you have the same basis like a m multiplied by a n, then we add them together, a power m plus n. Okay, then if the same bases are dividing, then we'll subtract the powers. And if they are multiplying, for example a power m and n, then we'll multiply them. For example, if you have a to the power m upon b to the power m, we can write down a upon b whole power m. Any number to the power 0, the answer is 1. And also, like for example, if you have the negative power, for example like a to the power minus n, that will be 1 upon a to the power n. I'll tell you the examples as well. And if you have the fractional indices, or if you have like 1 a to the power 1 upon n, then it will be n root of a to the power 1. For example, if you have a to the power m upon n, then it is nth root of a to the power m. Let's do some examples for all of the rules. For example, if you are having like 2 to the power 3 into 2 square, then it will become 2 to the power 5. For example, if you have in any numbers, the numbers are also there, like 2a square, a cube multiplied by 2a square, then it will become 4a to the power 5. The coefficients will multiply. Here 2 is the base, so you don't multiply. That's a common mistake. Students write down 2 times 2, 4 to the power 5. That is wrong. Okay, whenever the base is there, you simply write down the same base in your answer whenever it's a question of multiplication. All right, I told you the difference between both of them. Now the next one is, for example, you have 2 to the power 5 divided by 2 cube. The answer will be 5 minus 3, and then you can write down 2 to the power 2 square. Okay, all right. In the same thing, when any coefficient is over there, so you will divide them, like 15 a power 5 divided by 3a cube, then you write down 3 times 5 is 15, so 5a square. Okay, you divide the coefficients and subtract the powers of the base. For example, in this type of question, if it is written 2 to the power it is 3 and square, so that will become 2 to the power 3 times 2 is 6. In case of evaluate, you write down the whole thing, your whole answer. Like if you are getting 2 cubed, you must write down that is 8. For example, if you are getting 2 to the power 5, then you must write down 32. If you are getting 2 to the power 6, then you write down 64 answer if the question is of evaluate. All right. Then the next thing is, for example, if you are having in this question 5 square divided by 2 square, you can write down 5 upon 2 whole power 2. Okay, any number like 2 to the power 0 is also 1. Either the number is a bigger or smaller or fraction. If the whole power is 0, the answer is 1. For example, you are having like for example, you have 5 to the power minus 3. You write down 1 over 5 cube, which is 1 over 125. For example, in this case, if you have 5 upon 2 whole power minus 3, then in that case you write down 2 upon 5 whole cube. You just have to do the reciprocate of the bases and change the sign of the power. Okay, you don't need to change the sign of the base. Only whatever if the base is positive, it remains positive. If the base is negative, it remains negative. Now come to this one. For example, if you are having a power 1 over 2, you write down square root of a. For example, you have a to the power 1 upon 5, you write down fifth root of a. The next thing, if you have, for example, here 2 to the power 3 upon 5. So you write down fifth root of 2 cube like this. Before we start any past paper question, I told you all the rules. You must remember few things. Like for example, if you have to simplify or find the solution of the equation, you'll have to make the base. So remember, if you have in any question 4, you must write down 2 square. 2 cube is 8. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 2 to the power 5 is 32. 2 to the power 6 is 64. If you have in any question, you are having 3. 3 square, write down 9. 9, if you have, just replace it with 3 square. 3 cube, 27. 3 to the power 4 is 81. And remember that 5 square is 25 and 5 cube is 125. Remember that 6 square is 36 and 6 cube is 216. Remember that 7 square is 49 and 7 cube is 343. Alright, then you remember 12 square 144, 13 square is 169, 14 square like this. You can write down the 14 square is 196 and so on. If you don't remember anything, then you can find out by prime factorization. Otherwise, you must remember these things before you start any question. Let's begin some past paper questions from IGCSE 0580 and 4024, your O-levels paper. But today we'll discuss only non-calculator paper questions from the past papers. We'll start with IGCSE paper 2 questions, and they're also non-calculator. So and it will helpful for the other like O-levels students as well. All right, so it's the same thing in both of the levels, in both of IGCSE and O-levels. All right, so this is 243, and we discussed right now that 3 to the power, as we know that this is 3 is the base, that is 3 cube. Okay, so 243, 3 to the power 4 is 81. Then we know that it is like 3 to the power 5. If we do 81 times 3 again, 3 ones are 3, 3 8s are 24. 243 is 3 to the power 5 is 243. So we found the base number. Okay, so that is 243. If I'm going to write down as 3 to the power 5 and 3 cube and 2 to the power n. Write 243 into 27, 2 to the power 1 as a single power of 3 in terms of n. Power of 3, obviously, you know that we'll have everything is as the power of 3, and 243 also you will get in the as 3 power. Okay, so its multiplication, add them together. 3 to the power 5, 3 to the 6, 6n. So we can write down 3 to the power 5 plus 6n, or 3 to the power 6n plus 5, or 5 plus 6n. Same thing. Now I'll skip few questions and then we can't do all. Now listen, it's division question. X to the power 2 over 3 minus 8 upon 3, because it's division question, there was no coefficient, so x to the power, as the denominator is same, no need to take LCM. 2 minus 8, 2 minus 8 will become 6. X to the power minus 6 upon 3 will be equals to x to the power minus 2, and we can write down, or we can write down 1 upon x square. The next question is of this is a solution of equation. We know that 16 and 64 we can make as the base of 4 also, and we can make as the base of 2 also. Alright, so if I'm going to make the base of 4, so that will become 16 is 4 square and 64 is 4 cube, 3k. As the bases are same, then the powers will also be same. So we will be writing down 3k equals to 2, then k will be equals to 2 over 3 in this question. Okay, alright. The next question is a solution of equation. We know that 3 to the power 3x is 3 power 3x into 1 upon 9. We can write down as 3 minus 2 power, and 4 minus 3x is equals to 3. I just replaced 9 as 3 to the power minus 2 because 1 over 9 is 1 over 3 square, which will be equals to 3 to the power 1 minus 2 whenever you are writing down as the numerator. So we are just simplifying and adding the powers. 3 to the power 3x into 3 to the power minus 2 times 4 is minus 8 plus 2 3s are 6. 6x is equals to, here we write down 3 to the power 1. If it is 1 is written, then we write down 3 to the power 0, but we have to write down as 3 base on both the sides. Okay, now adding all the powers, 3 to the power 3x minus 8 plus 6x equals to 3 to the power 1. Alright, so now it is 3x plus 6x is 9x minus 8 equals to 1. So you can write down 9x minus 8 equals to 1. 9x is equals to 1 plus 8, and x will 9x is equals to 9, and x is equals to 9 over 9, which will be equals to 1 here in this question. Alright, the next question is simplify. So 32 over 4 we do. So that is 32 upon 4. 4 8 is 32. G 32 minus 4 we'll do here. 4 times 8 is 32. G to the power, we know that 32 minus 4 is 28. So g to the power 28. Okay. Now the next question is simplify fully. It means if the number is over there, any coefficient is there, then you'll have to write down its exact value. So 243, we knew that it is 3 to the power of 3 to the power 4 was 81, and we discussed above that it is 3 to the power 5, and y to the power 10 and 3 upon 5. Now we can write down 3 to the power 5 into 3 upon 5. Y 10 times 3 over 5. We do it separately. That is 3 cube. 3 cube into y 5 times 2 is 10. 2 3s is 6. And we know that 3 cube is 27, y power 6. This is simplification, and we did simplify fully. Alright, this is solution of equation 2p. I'm doing part B because the upper part is easy, very easy. Now look in front. This is p. 2p is equals to 1 over 3 equals to 6. P to the power 1 over 3 is equals to 6 over 2, which is also 6 over 2, which is also 3. As you know that it is 1 over 3, so we will cube to both the sides to get rid of this 1 over 3. So whenever if I'm going to cube both the sides, it will cancel this. These 3 will be cancelled. So p will be equals to 3 cube, which is equals to 27. So p will be equals to 27. If half power is there, then you square both the sides. And if cube root is there, then you cube both the sides. Then you will get the answer. Look at the next part. 80 part C. Simplification and find the value of mean, solution of equation. So this is 81 square divided by 3 to the power t equals to 9, and calculator is not allowed here as well. Okay, so here in this C part, we will write down 81 as 3 to the power 4 divided by 3 to the power t equals to 3 square, and we do 4 minus t is equals to 3 square. Then we write down 4 minus t is equals to 2 because the bases are same. We can write down. Then minus t is 2 minus 4 and minus t is minus 2. Then t will be equals to 2 in this question. Sorry, there is some mistake. We didn't do the square of 81. I just took 4 square. Okay. So that is 8 minus t is equals to 2. Just check it. That is 8 minus t is equals to 2, and then minus t is 2 minus 8, and minus t is equals to minus 6, and t is equals to 6 in this question. That's the right answer. Sorry for the mistake. Now here in the next part, we just multiply, simplify question number 8. 3 times 4 is 12x, and we'll do 3 plus 4 is 7. Only 12x to the power 7. For 2 marks question, you can write down 3 times 4 is 12 and x 3 plus 4 and then write down like this. Okay. So 12x to the power 7 is the answer for this. Alright, in 14th question, it's very easy. A to the power 2, 2 minus 6 will be equals to a to the power minus 4 for this part. Or you can write down 1 upon a to the power 4. That is also right answer. Okay, now question number 15. In question number 15, we have 4 cube. So write down 4 cube x cube y. 2 times 3 is 6. Multiply the powers, okay? So x has just one power. That's why we are writing down x cube. So 4 cube, everybody knows that it is 64 x cube y to the power 6. Next part for this question, 25 and 125. So 25 we can write down as 5 square, and this is 5 cube. Okay, so we will write down 3k is equals to 2 and k will be equals to 2 over 3. K is equals to 2 over 3. Common mistake what the students do, they just write down that is 3 over 2, which is wrong. Okay, now in question number 16 is simply simplification question, which in which you will just cancel the numbers and find your answer. So that is 4p squared, numerator will multiply with numerator and denominator will multiply with denominator. You can see 4 and 2 cancel and you will get 2 in the numerator, and then afterwards q and q cancel, then you can have this as p square upon t only left, because q and q cancel and 4 and 2 will also cancel. Okay, now the next question, question number 19. In question number 19 we have to simplify as 5 cube is 125 and x to the power 4 times 3 is 12. The next question, 256 x 256, 3 upon 8 is the answer. So 8 is the power. Okay, so 256 we'll have to just look at that in which what will be the base of this 256. So we know that 2 to the power 5 is 32, 2 to the power 6 is 64, 2 to the power 7 is 128, and 2 to the power 8 is 256. So it is 2 to the power 8x 256 is 3 over 8 as the power. Okay, then we can write down 2 to the power 8 into 3 over 8 and 256 multiplied by 3 upon 8, and then we'll simplify. 2 cube will be there, so 2 cube is equals to 8, and now we'll simplify this 256 into 3 over 8. Okay, so 256 we are going to divide by 8, so that is equals to 3 8s are 24, and then 8 times 2 is 16. So it is 32 into 3. X 32 times 3 will be equals to 96. So x to the power 96. 2 cube is 8. X to the power 96 is the answer. This type of question, like question 20, it also came in IGCSE paper. So just look at the question, that this is becoming cube root of y squared. So I can write down y2 over 3 is equals to 6 root of x is x 1 over 6. Remember, we have to keep our answer in this form, y to the power 1. So to make y to the power 1, I can multiply by 3 over 2, and then it will cancel and become y to the power 1. But we'll have to do on both the sides, multiply by 3 over 2. It means that we are taking the power 3 over 2 to both the sides. Let's see what happened. Everything will cancel, then y will be equals to, like 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, x to the power 1 over 4. So y is equals to 4th root of x, and then compare the question. It says y is equals to nth root of x. So it is your n will be equals to, because n is the question, so n will be equals to 4 here. So write down n is equals to 4. It's not difficult, easy question. Now solution of equation question. This is 3 to the power minus 2 plus x is equals to 3 cube. So minus 2 plus x is equals to 3, x equals to 3 plus 2, which is equals to 5. X equals to 5. Sorry, it's not 81 is 3 to the power 4. Okay, 81. 3 cube is 27. It is 3 to the power 4, because 9 times 9 is 81. 3 square into 3 square. So that is equals to 4, and 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is the correct answer for this part. Alright, B part of the same question is x to the power 1 over 3 means 1 over 1 upon x power 1 over 3. We reciprocate the base and change the sign of the power, and whatever the power is there, it remains as it is. We don't reciprocate the power. Okay, two things we do: we reciprocate the base and change the sign of the power only. So this is 32 over x square. Why 32 is the numerator? Because 32 has the one power, which is positive. Okay, so here x square, we are just cross multiplying x square, x 1 over 3. We keep writing down 32 here. Now simplify this. X2 minus 1 over 3 is equals to 32. Now we'll take LCM of it, because we'll have to combine it. So this, the 2 upon 1, whenever 2 upon 1 minus 1 over 3. So multiply 3 to both numerator denominator, that will become 6 over 3 minus 1 over 3. Okay, so 6 minus 1 upon 3 is equals to 32, and then simplify this. This is x to the power 5 over 3 is equals to 32. Then what do? In this question, you will, it's 3 marks question here, 5 over 3, then you will do 3 over 5 on both the sides, like we did in one more part whenever we were solving the question. So 5 over 3 into 3 over 5 will become 1. Everything will cancel, and then 32 to the power 3 over 5, 2 to the power 5 is 32 into 3 upon 5. 5 gets cancelled, and x is equals to 2 cube, which is x is equals to 8 here. Okay, all right. In this question, just check. This is 681. 81, we know that we write down 3 to the power 4 is 81, and y is 16, and whole power 3 upon 4. Then 3 upon 4, you just multiply with both coefficients and base also. 16 into 3 over 4. So that is cancel. 4 will get cancelled. 3 cube, and 4 times 4 is 16, and y 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 cube is 27, y 12. Look at this question in part B. That is 2 cube is equals to 4 to the power p. 2 cube as it is, 2p. Then 3 is equals to 2p, and p will be equals to 3 over 2 here. I told you before also, in this students, they do mistake. Either they just write down, instead of 3 over 2, they write 2 over 3. Just be careful. Now look at this question. 5 to the power n is equals to 1 upon 125. 5 to the power n is 5 to the power minus 3. So n will be equals to minus 3 here. 64 to the power minus 1 over 3, that is 4 cube. Here we can take 4 cube into we can also just write down just reciprocate the numerator denominator, m cube upon 64, and the sign of the power will change, and then you can write down m to the power 3 into 1 over 3 and 4 cube into 1 over 3. Cancel, and then you'll have answer m upon 4 here. Now in this part, 3 to the power minus q multiply by 3 to the power minus 3, because 1 upon 27 is 1 over 3 cube, which is equals to 3 to the power minus 3, is equals to 81, means 3 to the power 4. So minus q minus 3 is equals to 4, minus q is equals to 4 plus 3, and then so q cube minus q is equals to 7, q equals to minus 7 here. Look at this question. Cube root of 27 t to the power 27, and you know the calculator is not allowed, so you can write down 27 t 27 whole power is 1 over 3, so 3 cube t 27, and then into 1 over 3 and into also 1 over 3, so 3 and 3 gets cancelled, only 3 will left, and 3 times 9 is 27, so t to the power 9, 3t9 is the answer. As calculator is not allowed, look at this 53rd question number. So you can write down as 10 to the power 2 over 3, because it's a third root of 10 square, and we can write down is equals to 10 to the power p, and p is equals to 2 over 3 in this part. Now take some questions. We are working from 4024 paper 1 O levels paper, and there's no as such there's no difference. Solve all the question, either you are from IGCSE or O levels 4024 0580, anyone. So doing some questions and selected questions. So evaluate 9 to the power 1 in plus 9 to the power 0 means 9 plus 1 will be equals to 10. 10 is the answer. 1 upon 9 half power, so it means 1 upon 3 square and half power. As you know, calculator is not allowed, so that will be 1 upon 3 square into half, because whatever the power you write down 1, it will at 1 it remains the same 1, so it is only 1 over 3 is the answer for this part. So now that it's the same type of question, now come to this one, question number 3. Evaluate 5 to the power 0 minus 5 to the power minus 1, that is 1 minus 5 to the power minus 1 is 1 over 5, and you will have to take LCM because it's written evaluate, you cannot leave incomplete work. Multiply by 5 to both, that it will become 5 minus 1 over 5, that will be equals to 4 over 5. 4 over 5 is the answer. Simplify 5x cube whole square, it means that 5 square x cube and square on it, so that will become 25 to the power x6, 25 to the power x6. Now the next part of the same question, 16 we can write down as 4 square. 1 upon 2 is there, so we can write down 4 square. If 1 upon 4 will be right, then we can write down 2 to the power 4. It depends. Okay, so it is 4 square upon n 16 whole power half. Now multiply the powers, 2 times half divided by n 16 into half. So that is equals to, powers cancel, that remains 4, and 2 times 8 is 16, so n to the power 8, 4 over n to the power 8. Okay, now this is 8 to the power 2 over 3, means 8 we can write down as 2 cube, so 2 cube into 2 over 3, and then it is 3 cancelled, then it will become 2 square, and you know that 2 square is equals to 4. So 1 upon 6 minus half is the power, so we can write down 6 square, which is equals to 36. Okay, Look at this question. Evaluate 64 2 over 3 without the calculator. Here, so what do? We just write down 64 as 4 cube and 2 over 3. And this is equals to 4 square, which is equals to 16. Now, in this question, first simplify and then find your answer. So that is 4x2 minus 4, and actually we can write down in the denominator, because denominator has the greater power. X square will remain and y 8. First simplify if possible. Then so apply half power to every number here. 4 half y 8 into half divided by x square into half. Cancel the number. 4 half, it is 2, because it is 2 square into half will become 2. Okay, so that is 2. I can write down an answer section. That is 2y4 upon x. Okay. All right, for these questions it's easy. I'm doing the C part. X cube is equals to 27 to the power 0. Any number to the power 0, you know that the answer is 1. X cube is equals to 27 to the power 0. We know that it is 1. Any number to the power 0 is 1. And you know that 27, either you can write down that it is 1, and then if you take the cube root to just okay, we can do one thing. Either you write down simply 1, you know that, otherwise it is 1 over 3 both the sides to get cancelled. 1 to the power 1 upon 3 remains 1. Okay, so here the next question is evaluate 12 half divided by 3, 12 half divided by 3 to the power 3 over 2. Okay, so that is 12 half. What do? We know that it is equals to 12 and it is 3 cube, and the whole power I can take half for this one, because it has also half power, and we can write down it is also half power. So we can write down together 12 upon 3 cube. 3 cube is 27, and the whole power half. We can write down like this: 12 over 27, 3 times 4 is 12, and upon 9 and half. And we know that it is 2 over 3 will be the answer, because 2 square over 3 square and half power on both of them, so that will become 2 over 3 here. Now here just check in question 8. 8 cube in the form 2 to the power k. We know that 8 cube is 2 cube. 8 is 2 cube, sorry, is equals to 2 to the power in the form of 2 to the power k. So it is 2 to the power of 9 we can write down. And what will be k? Just 2 to the power k means k is the power. So k will be equals to 9. K will be equals to 9 here. Evaluate the next part of it. 3 square, you can make it as 3 to the power 2 into 2 to the power 12 minus 3 into 2 to the power 10 divided by 3 into 2 to the power 8. As we know, like we can do as factorize, we know that we cannot add subtract like this. We'll have to take something common. So whenever we just check in between 3 and 2 to the power of 10 is common here. So we can write down 3 square and 2 to the power 10, and then not 3 square, because the next number is 3 only. So 3 into, and here what happened, it is only, sorry, I have to erase this one. Okay, so here it's 3 square into 2 to the power 10 minus 3 into 2 to the power 10. So one of the 3 is left here and nothing left. You write down just minus 1. Okay, 3 into 10 to the power, let me solve this again. Sorry, here 2 to the power 12 was there. So 3 into 2 to the power 10 is common here. Okay, so 3 square is there, so 3 will left and 2 square will left, because 2 to the power 10 is outside. Everything came out as common, it means -1 divided by 3 into 2 to the power 8. We can cancel 3 into 2 to the power 8 easily. So 3 and 3 gets cancelled. 10 and 2 also, 10 and 8 also gets cancelled. Only 2 square is left, and 3 into 2 square. 3 into 2 square, 4 into 3 is 12. 3 into 2 square means 3 into 4 minus 1. We multiply first and add or subtract later. So 2 square, 12 minus 1, and 12 minus 1 is equals to 11. 4 into 11 is 44. This type of question also came in 2012 paper 1 question, was question 15 in the paper in O levels. All right, look at the question. 16 to the power 3 over 2. 16 we can write down, you know that it is 2 to the power 4, or 4 square is okay, because we have the denominator is 2. So cancel, 4 cube will be equals to 64 here in this question. All right, look at this question. 3 to the power a divided by 3 to the power 4 means a minus 4 is equals to 3 square. A minus 4 is equals to 2. Then a will be equals to 2 plus 4, and a will be equals to 6 here. Okay, now find the value of b. 2 cube b is equals to 2 to the power 1. So 3b is equals to 1, then b will be equals to 1 over 3. Don't write 3, it is 1 over 3. Now look at this part 1 and 2 is easy. I'm doing the third and the part B of this question number 12. They're all past paper questions. Okay, so 2 to the power 2 over 3 times 6, you multiply. 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, and it is evaluate question, so we know that we'll have to find the final answer. Don't keep it in the index form. So this is 16. 1 upon 3 to the power k is equals to 9. So 3 to the power minus k is equals to 3 square. So minus k is equals to 2, minus k is equals to 2, then k will be equals to minus 2 here. Okay, wait, k is equals to minus 2. Now look at this one, cube root of 216. So that is, we know that it is 6 cube. So cube root of 6 cube, 6 power 3 into 1 over 3. So that is equals to 6 answer. 16 to the power half minus 16 to the power 0. In this one, we don't apply the indices rule that we keep the, because there's only multiplication and division rule that we add or subtract the power. So write down 16 to the power half, 4 square to the power half minus 16 to the power 0 is 1. Cancel, that is only 4 minus 1, that is equals 4 minus 1, that is equals to 3 answer. Okay, the next one, simplify. That is 3 times 4 is 12. First simplify the numerator and denominator. A and b cube will left, because power 1 and 4 is there. That's why. So that is minus 2 power. Okay, so just write down minus 2 power. Reciprocate the numerator and denominator. So that is 4p cube upon a positive 2 power. That is 16. 4 square is 16. And then after that you write down b to the power of 6. Sorry, just wait. B to the power of 6 upon a square. All right, look at this question. Okay, this one. 3 cube multiply by 3 and then multiply by 3 to the power 5 is 3 to the power n. We have to calculate the value of n in this question. So 3 cube 3 1 3 5 is equals to 3 to the power 1. So n, then 3 3 plus 1 plus 5 because the bases are multiplying, so we add all of them. So 3 to the power 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 to the power 9 is equals to 3 to the power n, so n will be equals to 9. Okay, now 32 to the power 3 over 5. 32 is 5 cube into 3. 32 is 2 to the power 5, sorry, 2 to the power of 5 into 3 upon 5, and you get cancelled, that is 2 cube is equals to 8 here. Question number 17b part. Now see, 1 upon 5 minus 2, 5 to the power 2, that is 25. 25 is the answer for this part. Okay, now this 27th question. In 27th question, that is 27 square root means, that is square root of 3 cube is equals to 3 to the power of k. And 3 to the power 1 over 3 is equals to 3 to the power k, and k will be equals to that is 1 over 3 over 2, sorry, just wait, this is 3 cube, but its square root in the denominator you write down 2. 3 over 2 is equals to 3 to the power k, then k will be equals to 3 upon 2. Okay, if it is cube root, we write down 3 in the denominator. If it is fourth root, we write down 4 in the denominator. So now here, this is 4 cube is equals to 2 to the power of k, and right now it is 4 cube is equals to 2 to the power k. Now we replace 2 is 2 square. 2 to the power k. 2 to the power of 6 is equals to 2 to the power k, then k will be equals to 6 in this question. Now here in solution of equations, 4 to the power of n is equals to 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so we have the same base as 2 here. So what do? We replace 4 as 2 to the power of 2 and then n and 2n minus 1. So it will become 2 to the power of 2n is equals to 2 to the power of n minus 1. 2 to the power n is 2 to the power of 2n minus 1. So 2n will be equals to that is n minus 1, then n minus 1, yes. So 2n minus n is equals to minus 1, and then n will be equals to minus 1, like we solved the equation the same way. Alright, now 36 half, everything is easy. Now look in front, this one part B, 33 question number. So that is 2 square into 2 cube into 5 over 3 is equals to 2 to the power k here. We just make all of them as the same base of 2. Okay, now what do? We just cancel these 3. So 2 square into 2 to the power of 5 is equals to 2 to the power of k. Now 2 to the power 2 plus 5 is equals to 7. So 2 to the power 7 is equals to 2 to the power k. So k will be equals to 7 here. Now this question, this is 2x square 0 power, and we don't need to solve anything. If 0 is the whole power, then we write down 1. If 2 is written outside, then it makes difference. Okay, 3x cube whole square. 3 is square and x power of 6. That is 9x to the power of 6. Now it is 8 in part C. 8 we can just reciprocate first because of the negative fractional power. X cube upon 8, that is positive power, is 1 over 3. Okay, so this is x cube into 1 over 3 and 2 cube into 1 over 3. Okay, so the final answer will be cancel the powers, that is only x upon 2 or half x or x upon 2. You just write down. Okay, I hope you understood. I've solved the past paper of IGCSE and O-levels paper, both non-calculator. So please share, likes and subscribe for more videos. It will helpful for you for your upcoming exam. Prepare well. Best of luck, students. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.